Welcome to SVG-TV News for Friday, December 14, 2018. I am Yvette Boynes with the details. The local justice system is expected to be strengthened with the certification of 26 mediators. The mediators, who are primarily from the legal fraternity, are charged with the responsibility of providing an informal and user-friendly alternative to the resolution of legal disputes. At a ceremony today at the NIS conference room where certificates were handed out to the trained mediators, Attorney General John DeMartin, who is also a certified mediator, said that he has mediated more than 30 court-related matters and all were resolved in a win-win situation. Martin said mediation has worked to the advantage of the justice system and that he is confident that the new batch of mediators will strengthen the system.
Its value as a means of access to justice, its speed, its efficiency, and its utility has been taking effect. Our justice system has been reaping the reward of reduced backlogs, the saving of costs and expenses, and overall the betterment of our nation. Mediation between consenting parties is a rewarding experience for all involved, particularly where it is successful. On this note, I wish again to congratulate the new mediators and urge you to enjoy your experience as mediators, a role in which you will make a positive difference.
The SVG Mediation Committee was recently formed and is being chaired by Justice Esker Henry. The mediators are offering their services voluntarily, and according to Justice of Appeal Gertel Tom, it is better for people to use this method to resolve issues.
It is cheaper for the parties. It is less confrontational in that there is no examination and cross-examination of persons. It is not done in public. But in my view, the most important benefit that could be derived from mediation is the very high prospect of relationships being restored.
One of the new mediators is educator Andrea Bowman, who said the training was a great learning experience for her and will put it to good use.
The period of training was so intense. We were trained to be sensitive to our own prejudices and to the triggers of these prejudices. The need to develop a face that does not reveal emotions, a face that is unshockable, was impressed upon us. For this is particularly challenging for persons like me who wear our emotions on our sleeves.
The mediators were trained in May this year, which was organized through the Juris Project and the Canadian government. This country's yacht and sailing sector received a boost with the inaugural hosting of the Atlantic Rally for Cruisers, the inaugural ARC SVG 2018. Last evening, the SVG Tourism Authority and the Blue Lagoon held a welcoming ceremony for the yachties and sailors in the race. Larissa Pugsdicade attended the event and tells us more in this report.
15 yachts with close to 30 crew members arrived in SVG a few days ago after sailing for 2 weeks from Cape Verde, located in the Atlantic off the northwest coast of Africa. The yachts were participating in the transatlantic race, which is a cruising rally organized by the World Cruising Club. The crew members were entertained at a welcoming ceremony at the Blue Lagoon Hotel, where Director of the World Cruising Club, Jeremy Wyatt, congratulated the teams for taking up the challenge of sailing to SVG as a new destination in race and expressed optimism for next year.
Very special to be the first of something. It's the first edition. It's always the best, and those that sail in your wake in future years will enjoy it, but you've been there and done it first. And I'm really pleased as well to announce we've already opened the entry list for 2019. We've got 12 boats already registered for 2019. I'm very confident we'll have a fleet of 25 boats coming here in November next year.
Owner of Blue Lagoon, Kelly Glass, expressed delight for playing an integral role in having the transatlantic race come to SVG. Glass outlined the positive impact such an initiative can have for yachts and sailing tourism.
Sailing tourism is fantastic for the country. It works its way down from the farmers where you buy your bananas and your fresh fruit and all that sort of thing, the merchants where you buy your beers and supermarkets and that sort of thing, and all the tradesmen as well that come out and work on your boats. I cannot get my generator fixed because Viral is working on a boat here and has taken priority. So look, the money trickles down right through the whole of society here. So the money you come and spend here in St. Vincent is just fantastic. We really, really, really appreciate it.
The SVGTA was lauded for organizing the welcoming party for the sailors. Chief Executive Officer of the association, Glenn Beach, expressed what the visit means for tourism in SVG.
Sailing and yachting is our biggest niche market, and it's something we take pride in. And I think one of the great things about us with the 32 islands and keys that we have is that there's always an island in sight. And I think, I'm not a sailor, but I think one of the unique things about St. Vincent and the Grenadines is that there's something for the novice and there's something for the expert in terms of our waters, the quality and the type of waters.
One of the sailors, including the captain of the first yacht to arrive in SVG, is the Discovery 55 Amamam. She spoke with us on her travel experience.
We were the first boat to arrive. It was a very good crossing. It's a good boat, it's a fast boat. Yeah, we're very happy to be here. It's been very nice being here, very welcoming. Awesome people, awesome place, awesome marina. It has they gave us so much joy.
The transatlantic race started more than 30 years ago, and the destinations in the Caribbean are usually Barbados, St. Lucia, and now SVG. An award ceremony will be held for the winners of the ARC Plus SVG Saturday evening. Reporting for SVGTV News, I am Larissa Pugsley-Kidd.
At last evening's event, our news team also spoke with several team members who participated in the race, and they said they are enjoying their time in SVG.
Of the people that we have come across in the various restaurants, bars, people that you come across generally have been incredibly open and hospitable and genuinely friendly. So it's been a pleasure.
We love it. St. Vincent's such a beautiful place. People have been great to us, very accommodating, and the facilities here have been great. The ARC people have put on a great event. Hello to our friends at the Modern Green Farm. We really enjoyed that.
That was a great trip.
Yeah, it's really good to see. Yeah.
Yes. Lovely place. We've done a touring of the island, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful place. We couldn't be more happy to be here, for sure.
Great welcoming here, from the fruit baskets to the tourism board welcoming us to the marina here. We've felt very, very welcomed, very safe, and it sounds like a great place to be, and we're looking forward to exploring it a lot more.
The worst part of the trip for us was our last night, as we, my husband and I were on the midnight to 4 a.m. watch as we were entering into, we were just past Barbados, and we hit 5 squalls, one after the other. So that was a little bit of a welcome for us, but now we know what to expect.
Coming to the Caribbean for the winter is a dream for many European sailors. Where I live back home, it's 3 degrees and raining today. It may be raining here now, but it's 25 degrees and it's warm rain, so this is where I want to be.
Members of the public were today given the opportunity to examine the talent and skills of the inmates at Her Majesty's prisons at an exhibition hosted as part of activities for Prisons Week 2018. Corporal Glaston Pilgrim of Her Majesty's Prison Service said the exhibition allows the inmates the opportunity to show the public the skills they have developed while serving time behind bars. He said this greatly assists with their rehabilitation efforts.
Like barbecue grills that we actually do. We do beds. Basically, we do anything from wood. We usually take youngsters in the program to kind of guide them in a good direction, so when they come back to society, they could have something to go back and actually maybe go back to maybe they might fall in somewhere and get a job and move on with their life. It's more of a, as I said to you before, is rehabilitation. So we're only displaying and the public could see, and at the same time, if they need something that they see here today, they could check us and we'll kind of put things together and let them happen. It won't happen overnight and it wouldn't happen with everyone, but you know, if we have a couple of people on the outside looking in the right direction, it could really carry us forward, because a lot of the guys came in here, they had no skill. You know, they had nothing to go back to. And if you don't have anything to go back to, most of the time you turn back to our life of crime. But when a person leave here with such skill, you see, by the time we finish speaking to them and give them a kind of guideline, maybe where to go, how to go about doing it could change lives.
Pilgrim said many of the inmates are willing to become productive citizens once they leave the prisons, and appealed to the public to give them the opportunity to do so by giving them a second chance.
What I'm saying to the public, you gotta give these guys a chance. If they don't, it's not just our problem, it's a state problem. And if we don't allow them to fit in back into society and prove to us that they couldn't make a change, it's like it would be a problem for everyone. And the business sectors in general have more to do, because if these guys fail in terms of staying out of here, they could feel some of the effect of it, because they have a business, and you know, we have to face it. Some of these guys are here for robbery, whatever you name it, and they don't really pick and choose who to come at, because some say to us when they're back against the wall and they can't get a job, they just do what they see fit to survive. So if we see them trying to make an effort to go and do something else different with their life, with whatever little help that they get from us, and I think they should just allow them.
Our news team caught up with the facilitators of the culinary arts and the vetiver grass programs, who said these programs have been making a difference in the lives of the inmates.
We also have products in really prestigious places, the Prime Minister's residence, the Argyle International Airport VIP Lounge, and those accomplishments have really motivated the inmates to realise they can make things of that sort of standard. And so to come out here today and to interact with the public and to hear get their feedback of the products, it's really motivational. And it's also part of the rehabilitation process. It's to get feedback, to recognise how people are responding, because the socialisation, communication and interaction is very, very important in the whole process of rehabilitation. You hear us talking about re-socialisation and reintegration. This is part of the prison's mandate in the rehabilitation process, and so an opportunity like this to interact falls under part of that. When our grassmen, we call them, come out of prison, they have an alternative, and we're seeing that there's a very low reoffending rate for those ones who've come through this program. So we want to keep it like that.
We have some cakes decorated. They were done mainly by the female inmates and assisted by us, but the whole program was conducted by a lady, Julia Clark, and there we have some other sweet goodies on sale. Actually, we are raising funds to organize our fun day for kids of the inmates. Basically, the skills they brought out the skills here today. We, the officers, we were a bit, I'll say, we are enthusiastic about the whole thing. The performance was excellent, and we hope that when they leave the prison, they will continue on that trend and make a living by doing what they're doing here.
The police are investigating a shooting incident that occurred in Clare Valley about 6:30 p.m. last evening. The police say preliminary investigations revealed that Lacha Omar D., a 40-year-old Jamaican-born resident residing in St. Lucia, was approached by an unknown assailant and shot in his abdomen. The victim was later rushed to the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital and underwent emergency surgery. He is reported to be in stable condition. The police are soliciting the assistance of members of the public who may have information that can aid in this investigation to contact the officer in charge Central Division at telephone number 1784-457-2282, that's 1784-457-2282, Officer in charge of CID at 1784-456-1810, 1784-456-1810, or ACP in charge crimes at 1784-456-1339. Activities for SVG's 2018 Christmas 9 Mornings Festival will swing into top gear this weekend with a number of communities lighting up and the start of the 9 Mornings festivities. On Thursday, the villages of Carrere, Richland Park and Stubbs kick-started their activities with concerts and candlelight marches. This evening, it will be the turn of Barley, Diamond Village and Fitzhughes. This evening will also see the staging of the annual Police Caroling Contest. On Saturday, some 16 communities will light up, including defending national lighting champion Point Village and the first lighting champion Sion Hill. There will also be the start of 9 nights at the Botanic Gardens. The 9 Mornings festivities will officially start on Sunday, December 16th from 4 a.m. around the country. In Kingston, there will be a special Christmas in the Square program featuring top gospel artists. Persons attending the Kingston activities will also get the opportunity to be part of the novel 9 Mornings train. This is an open deck ride around town to the music of Starlift Steel Orchestra. On Sunday, 5 other villages will light up: Bayaboo, Georgetown, Obia and Rosebank. The Yulupan movement is this year teaming up with the 9 Mornings Committee in staging 9 Mornings on Steel on Wednesday, December 19th in Kingston with the involvement of the 5 leading steel bands. The 2018 Christmas 9 Mornings Festival is being held under the theme, Christmas is We. Meanwhile, at last evening's launch of the Carrere Christmas 9 Mornings activities, Area Representative St. Clair Jimmy Prince appealed for a period of peace and togetherness for the season and beyond. Minister Prince said the Marco Valley and across SVG will be alive with activities in the coming days and weeks leading up to Christmas Day, and encourage all to participate in these activities peacefully.
It seems to me, brings a community together like Christmas. And because we are all family in this valley, and even closer here in Carrere, I expect that the 9 Mornings activities here will be very, very well done. I have spoke just now to a group from Rose Hall who has been coming to Carrere every year, it seems, for the past couple of years, and they told me that they're happy to be here again. So I welcome them to Carrere and to Maricoa. And of course, there are other people who will be coming into the valley to take part in these activities. Tonight also, I think there is the opening of the launching of that committee at the junction in Richland Park. And on Sunday, there will be the opening of another at what we call the big city at Cotton Ground. So the valley will be high of activity during the Christmas season.
Prince also encouraged persons to remember the reason for the season and as they engage in the festivities.
What I'm hoping for is that we'll have a violence-free season, that people will love each other, will continue to be with each other, continue to go to each other's homes, and let us bring back that spirit that Christmas used to have among us in the past. This is my expectation for this season this year. So I will be along with you, just to remind you that it is a season to remember the birth of Jesus Christ. And let's keep Jesus Christ in the festivities. I know one tends to go a little bit overboard at Christmas time, but once we remember the reason for the season, we will be on the right track. So please remember that.
9 nights at the Botanic Gardens is one of the activities on the national calendar of events for the Christmas 9 Mornings Festival, which attracts a number of locals and visitors each year. The activity was introduced in 2015 to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Botanical Gardens and coincides with the national 9 Morning activities. Communication and Education Officer at the National Parks, Rivers and Beaches Authority, Twanik Barrow, said the activity, which will be launched this Saturday evening, is expected to be bigger and better. She said last year's activities were well received by the public, and this year they are expecting better support.
9 mornings, it's 9 nights, where we transform the garden into a magical garden of lights. This year's display will be brighter and more expansive than ever before. The public will have the opportunity to enjoy cultural performances in the form of dance, poetry, steel pan, drums, and songs, and much, much more. The activity, there's a variety of activities for children, and we have local food and drinks on sale. And I know that the committee worked tirelessly to continue to bring nothing but the best to the public, and we had a great turnout last year, and we are expecting an even greater turnout this year.
Barrow took the opportunity to highlight what patrons can expect each night at the Botanical Gardens.
Sunday the 16th, we have Gospel Explosion. Monday is Battle of the Bands. Tuesday, we have Christmas with Upstage. Wednesday, we celebrate dance. Thursday, it's the movie night. Friday, Pan Explosion. Saturday, drum night. And finally, on Sunday, we pull the curtains down with an open mic night and return of the popular performers. We really want to sincerely thank our sponsors who supported us and helped in making this event a reality. And we encourage the public to come out and support this event. 9 Nights of Lights, it's a family event, and this year we promise another unforgettable experience.